hello. This is your hump day. Your hump day reading from, which is the 9th and to the 13th. Okay, so for the whole rest of the week. This is little hump day love. We are using the modern tarot deck, love tarot deck. Let's see what we have, okay? So, we have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands, okay? Wand is forward moving motion. I think that in this last year and the year before, we had a lot of, because we were forced to be in the same area, we were really forced to look at our darkness. And hopefully you guys did a lot of mental health work. I know that I did. And even though it kind of sucked, but a lot of us came into a place of divorce, right? Of divorce, of breakups, of finding who they really are, and maybe not being the same coming out of it. And that is because, especially what's going on in the world and on the spiritual front, we are forced to, or you can just ignore it, but you're better than that, right? You're forced to really look at yourself and know that you can't make that other person happy. And now we're coming into this, because you've done the work on yourself, you're coming into these divine counterparts, right? This divine balance. I'm not saying you're going to get married right away again, because I don't tell the future. I'm just saying that the closer you got to yourself, the more that you could come into or make those decisions in leaving the relationships that you were in. And some of us are probably still going through them. But the more that you find who you are, the more that you find who is truly there for you. Okay? And then we have the Two of Wands, right? Yep, kind of just like what I was talking about. Two of Wands. It is that forward moving, but almost away from each other. It's in reverse, right? So it's reminding us that maybe to rekindle the relationships we had by working on ourselves and allowing that other person to do such as well. But then also the moving of divorce, of moving away, of all those other things. Because I don't usually like to read it as negative, but like sometimes we have to change ourselves, and that person, we can't help how they're going to do their change or how they're going to evolve. So sometimes that needs to be a separation in the two, because two is of that divine, right? Man and a woman, and of, whatever sexual orientation you have, right? But sometimes we need to break apart so that we can come back together as one. Okay, so remember that. Does that make sense? Yes. And having strength in yourself. Strength in yourself. If you look, she loves herself. Then this divine counterpart can come in. She can lead the pride with that. Right? Find people that are continuing to work through themselves and their darknesses, their traumas, the things that trigger them, the things that have happened in the past, childhood, past traumas, right? All of those things, generational curses. Continue to have strength in that journey for yourself so that you can find and love yourself, right? Because if you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else, okay? Case proven, right? The lovers, yeah, we do have a lot of love coming in, because when you do the work, when you have strength in yourself, that's when love can really, really come in, and it can flow, and it can be beautiful and effortless. I'm not saying that you're not gonna still. Love is two broken people coming together, continuing to work on themselves, but staying together, right? And not going into those places of sabotaging each other, sabotaging themselves, giving up on themselves, yada, 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 right? One of the best books I read this year about relationships was The 7 Secrets to a Healthy and Happy Relationship by Don Miguel. Okay, I will put the link in below, but remember, you cannot change another person. It's like the most valuable thing that I learned this year, okay? And yeah, if you need to, go speak to somebody, okay? Your heart is torn, right? If you did go through a relationship breakup or any of those things, continue to do the work on yourselves, even if you're in a new relationship. Because you don't want to bring those things into the new relationship. You want to continue to work through those things and understand those things. Mental health is spiritual wealth. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? Yep, some of us had to run. We had to flee. We had to go. We could no longer say. Okay? And some of y'all were doing some freaky like running out in the middle of the night. Okay, cut that shit out too. All right? But then some of us had to leave in that nightly energy, and a lot of us did those self-sabotaging ways. So cut that shit out. Cut that shit out. You know that it only, your heart is on your sleeve. It's not in your chest, right? It's in her hand, right? Okay, she's not really taking it seriously. So if those are things that have happened, right, if you've broken somebody's heart, continue to work on those things, because it's going to be really important, because that cycle continues. You're going to keep, like they say, you are going to keep going through that lesson unless you address that lesson. Okay? Unless you, even if it's you did something to somebody else, you're going to continue to have it happen. Trust me. That's pretty much my life. Like, I continue to have it happen until I work on myself, and then I can change, because I'm like, fuck. Like, it's the same shit, Have this emperor energy. He is balanced. He's ready. He's nowhere. He's going. He's grounded. He's grounded in his darkness in his life. And he's ready to play the game of chess in life. Okay? So have love for yourself. Okay? Love for yourself. Have that emperor energy come through. Yep. And we have this doesn't read as reverse, this Queen of Pentacles. She's mentally, physically, spiritually wealthy. Okay? Wealthy in all of the aspects. She has stuff to harvest. She has stuff to give to another relationship, right? And the Eight of Wands, forward moving motion. Forward moving motion. Sometimes it's hard to let go, okay, of these old relationships, these things, these people that we so deeply loved, but sometimes we need to move forward, okay? The Eight of Wands is that moving forward, that beautiful sunshine ray. She's letting go, right? She's letting go. Let go of what you can no longer control in things, in people, in life, all in general. You can no longer control it, but once you let it go, sometimes it'll come. If it's meant for you, it'll come back, right? If it's meant for you, it'll come back. And I never knew what people were talking about, but sometimes you need to let things go. Okay? And that's a relationship too. Yeah. There was a lot of divorce, right? There's a lot of divorce. Okay? It was just a matter of time, you know. And for those, I feel you, because I was through one this year, and I'm still best friends with him. We still work together. We still do everything together, but you will learn a lot from a divorce. It is probably the most painful thing that you've ever done, but you will learn a lot, and you will learn a lot about yourself if you're willing. And I was in mental health the whole time. So just remember, when you're going through these changes, to take care of yourself on a mental level, okay? And if that means that you just got to cry to your therapist, sometimes you got to do it, okay? Yeah, and the Nine of Cups. Sometimes we let go because we need to find our true inner joy. What makes us lay back, relax, yeah? And all of her cups are full. They're all full, so she is emotionally ready, okay? And last but not least, ooh, the Tower. Tower moments are so needed, because without Tower moments, we cannot start anew, okay? We cannot start anew. So don't look at this as such a negative connotation. Sometimes we need to change ourselves so that we can be ready for the next relationship that will be giving to us, okay? Because you weren't happy in the one that you had. So that sounds very terrible, but a lot of us are ready for new relationships, and a lot of us are still currently going and getting rid of the other ones. I just want you guys to remember to love yourselves, okay? Because if you can't love yourself, you can't love anybody else. And with that, I hope you guys have so much love and so much light. That is your reading. And I will see you guys next time. Please like, subscribe, support your girl, and let me know if this resonates with you, with anything that's going on in your life, okay?